Good morning. This is Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Tuesday, March 14th. Prices were lower here most of the overnight trade. Awaiting the production updates from Brazil, from CONAB this morning. These numbers had just come out. Corn at 112.8 million metric tons is down nearly 1 million metric tons from CONAB's estimate in February and well below the USDA forecast of 124. Soybeans at 146.9. That's down another 2.5 million metric tons from February and well below the USDA numbers at 155 million metric tons from Friday. Prices are now starting to firm up here. Corn still 1 to 2 lowered. Flip things around now. 3 to 4 better now in the soybeans. Meal up 1 to 2. Oil is mixed, and wheat is still a touch lower here. 1 to 2 in Chicago. 3 to 5 in Kansas City and in Minneapolis. Yesterday, large spec traders activity here was mixed as they were net buyers in corn, wheat, and soybean oil, while being sellers in soybeans and soybean meal across the board. Spec traders continue to hold large net short positions. In fact, the CFTC did show a record short in the soybeans as of a week ago, Tuesday. Overnight, Ukraine's grain leaders suggest their 2024 grain and oilseed harvest could be down as much as 8% from a year ago to 76 million metric tons. Lower production being a result of lower acres, higher costs, and labor shortages. Corn production at 26.3 million metric tons would be down 11%. Wheat at 20 million metric tons, down 14.5% from a year ago, while sunflower seed production down another 5.5% from last year. Weather in South America is becoming, I think, a little bit more concerning, particularly for the second crop of corn. Soybean harvest is moving along at 55% as of late last week. Good progress should be made this week as dry conditions remain across the west central parts of the country and interior south as well. These locations are in need of moisture to help for the development of their second crop corn, which is now 93% planted. There are better prospects for rain in the extended outlook for these areas. However, confidence at this point I don't think is particularly high. Conditions across Argentina remain mostly favorable as they are in the early stages of harvesting a record corn crop. Heavy rains this week, particularly in east central portions of the country, extended into Uruguay and far southern areas of Brazil, could produce some localized flooding. Here in the U.S., warm conditions that have gripped much of the nation's midsection for the past several weeks are looking to give way here to below normal readings for the second half of March. Rains over the next week continue to favor the southern Midwest, with very little across much of the southern plains and northern plains. Weak conditions did hold steady in Kansas and Oklahoma in the past week, while ratings did fall 2% in Texas to 44%, good to excellent. Corn plantings in the south are running much slower than they did a year ago. Texas reports progress at 22% versus 27% last year. Louisiana at 17% versus a whopping 62% a year ago. This year's figures, however, are more in line with the historical averages. And Mississippi is also reporting 2% planted for corn. So good bottoming action here in recent weeks in corn in particular, as we have now actually closed higher for consecutive session. Still awaiting news on sustainable aviation fuel and whether corn-based ethanol may qualify for tax benefits here, and good bottoming action here in soybeans as well. We'll see how far we can go with this lower than expected production figure here from CONAB. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you all have a wonderful day.